We have a bit of money because we've been completing grants. It's just our daily cash flow is low because we don't have that many prisoners. We need to build a high security module at some point. That's really required for us to get. Oh, I need water. For that, I've missed that. Let's go ahead and sell that pile of. No, I didn't want to put a TV. Let's go ahead and sell that object. Get a lump of money. So I just bought an extra TV. Oh well. Next time when we build a common room, we'll already own the TV. That's good. So what I'm gonna do is I want to put the paving stones out like that, and then I'll also come up with the paving stone and do that. Maybe for visitor station I shouldn't have this exterior door. It's kind of a risk. Maybe I should make the guests like come in through the main prison or something. And we're about to get the prisoners. I don't know. I'll think on it whether it's a good idea or not. It does kind of impose a security risk. Having that be, you know what? We're gonna dismantle that. We don't want people going in and out that door. And we're going to staff only that while it's under construction. We don't want any prisoners going in there. So brick wall that up, please, quickly, on the double. Someone quickly, come on. Brick wall. The accountant is in there resting. Alright, what needs are not being met? Food need is not being met. Do I only have 2 cooks? No, I have 3 cooks. So each kitchen should be good. I'm trying to click on the door to open it. It's not letting. There we go. Okay. We'll make the visitation shared. That door can just be open, I guess, since people seem to be going in and out of there a lot. It's eat time. Oh, I need the closed prisoner intake. I do not have room to take any more. It's kind of bad that I had those escapes so early on, because now I've got such a weird number of prisoners. So it's eat time. Let's check the food distribution. Food is being distributed properly. Hopefully they are eating. There's a pile of wood in this doorway for whatever reason, preventing the door from closing. Okay, now that this area is set up, it's time to do some guard patrolling setups. So I'm gonna move my cursor over to here. And then move it there so that it is schedule 0 only. And then schedule 1 is in there. Schedule 2 is in the canteen. Schedule 3 is the free time. So, I'm not sure where everyone's going to be. Oh, no, schedule 3 is the work time, right. So for now, schedule 3 should be treated as schedule 0 in terms of guards on patrol. Okay, now that I've gotten these prisoners, my cash flow has improved quite a bit. I can hire a couple more guards. I don't really want to do more than that, though. Just to, kind of, because I want that cash flow to be good. So, I'm looking at this area. I don't necessarily think I want to put a module here. But I might have to. So how big is this module? 32 meters. And how big? Okay, let's say I give it one space. So it would stretch all the way up to there. Okay. I would have to be very careful about my construction to keep prisoners from escaping. If I'm gonna put a module there. It might make more sense for now to leave this space as something else and put maybe another module down here. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm so close to both of these getting these payments out. So we'll see. Oh, bam! There we go. Grant completed. I had 5 guards who were doing nothing. Very briefly, I had 5 guards who were doing nothing. I have some prisoners due for parole and for solitary and for a bunch of other things. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build a couple more of these. I'll get some people coming in to visit. I wonder how they're coming through. If they're like coming in here and coming up that way, or if they're coming in the staff doors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to build those facilities out here. Starting with a parole room. So parole room is a 5x5 room. Okay, so if I come in planning, walls, and I say, if I say 7x7, like that. Right, let's start there. 7x7. That could work. So what's the library size? Library minimum size is 5x5. Okay. So if I come into planning, walls, and I say 7x7 again. You know what? I think I want my library to be a bit better than that. So what if my library was all of that, and then back here was my solitary area. It's kind of an awkward shape. That's a good number of solitary cells, I suppose, and I could have like a guard patrolling around here like that. That could work. That could work. I like that. So we're gonna build this building just like this. So I'll go ahead and just lay out all of the individual parts, and we will start with just a regular door to get into the library, a regular door for the patrol room, and a large jail door for the solitary section. And this will make like a nice little courtyard area. So while they're building that, let's take a look. Any more grants we could get? Cell block B is going to be a long time coming. But then I don't necessarily think any of these are going to be good. So for now, we'll just focus on the job at hand. I want to delete these light jobs that are in the way. I do want some lights in the solitary room. Lights. Something like this, perhaps. Okay, that should be good. For utilities, go ahead and do that, and then that can do like that, I guess, and we'll just do that. So materials. Brick walls there and there. And then like that. And I will define my rooms. So this is the library. This is the parole room. And the solitary cells go like that. So these will be constructed up nice and quick. Alright, there's electricity in the library. That's good. So let's put in the visitors table in the parole room. And let's get rid of this planning. And we'll just have that door be locked open for now. I'm gonna come through. I want the solitary doors. Let's go ahead and install those. Let's come in here. We want the librarian's desk. So from what I know, how the library works is there's a librarian's desk which allows them to sort books, and then these sorted books are placed onto these bookshelves. And we can expand, we can add a couple more desks, we can add more shelves, but I think for now that should be plenty for them to get their reading in. Okay, so there we go. I'm just gonna leave this door auto open for now. There are those guys serving their time in solitary. And now, if we come under programs, we have this pharmacological treatment of drugs, which no one seems to be actually in, so I'm gonna go ahead and stop that. We have no behavioral therapy. We have one alcoholics group, but we have, we need to set up our spiritual guidance so that people will come and use the chapel. And we're gonna set up our parole hearing, so that, who is this guy? Austin, who is up for parole, who does not have a very high reoffending chance, will be let free. Isn't that good for him? So I believe you come under here, parole policy. So if they have a 33% reoffending rate or lower, they will be paroled. That's great. And this all went up very quickly. We have our guys in solitary confinement, so that's good. I'm gonna go ahead. It looks like they're getting released from solitary confinement. I want to put in paving stones all throughout that area. And I want some lights. I want a light outside every single door. And I want lights all around in here. I want lights all throughout this area as well. I want this place to be in tip-top shape. Once again, we have logs. The cell. Okay. So maybe what I could do is I could make this a couple more cells. Let me check out with planning tool. Let's see what's possible with planning. Yeah, so I could add 2 more cells basically to every cell block. I think this will support 10. We can try it. Let's try it. That'll get those 4 guys there out of the holding cell and probably make them very happy. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'll have this on 1 speed. I'll go ahead and define these as cells. I'll put in the furniture. Here's bed. Bed is the very first object. Derp. Like that. And I'll come under materials. I'll ask them to demolish those doorways. and take out this door. So this is what we're doing. We've made a couple of these modules, and now we're making a revision to the modules, being like, you know, maybe this space would be better served as a cell block, or like a couple extra cells. Excuse me, took a drink. You know the 8 prisoners, they're working out just fine. So maybe here we'll just make these, you know, a bit better, and we'll mosaic floors all up in here. Mosaic floor, mosaic floor. Put that stuff in. Let's get some water running into here. Let's hook it up. We'll put some pipes in, and then we'll put the doors on, and that will make them valid rooms. But let's get everything in here finished first. We really need to switch to the automated doors soon, so I might spend the money and do remote access. Come on, I want those pipes installed, guys. Install those pipes. You want to see if that water will flow far enough. Looks like it might. Well, I won't know because they haven't installed that pipe. That box of pipe is being searched for some reason. Or it's trying to be. The guy is running off with it, not letting the guards search it. Okay, there we go. No more flashing water. That's good. They'll be installing it over there as well, hopefully. So let's just put in a couple more doors. There's some pipes coming in. Or one. Shower time. Okay, so the doors went in. The cells are in. Those guys are now no longer in the holding cell. They are just in the normal cell block. So it looks like that shower time's a little long, but okay. So these guys should be given new cells here shortly. And I believe it's during work time that they have the spiritual guidance. So what I might do is I come under deployment. I'll mark this as 3. And I will have, oops. Come under 3. Have these guys deploy on 3. And I'll also have a deployment on 3 that does library, chapel, visitation. And that will be on 3 as well. And I'll put 2 guys on that. So on 3, and I suppose there should also be a guy on 3 there as well. So on 3, basically they check the work areas, and they're in the common rooms. So if there are guys doing stuff, why are these guys over here in this yard? I mean, I suppose it is a shared yard, but they have yards over here. There's no reason for them to travel that far. Why do I keep ding-a-linging? What's ding-a-linging at me all the time? Hey, more logs to sell. Where are they coming from? Well, I'm not gonna complain. It's free money, but so many yards. Oh, look! There's a stack of steel in the parole room for whatever reason. Is someone up for parole? I have 3 people on parole. Crazy. It chimed at me when it auto-saved. It's chiming at me for everything. Oh, look, here we go. Here's our spiritual leader in for the day. These guys are on the prayer mats. They're getting a calming influence. You can see the reform program. They have